Sharma. Today I am going to narrate one beautiful story. The name of the story is The Honest Woodcutter. Let's start. Once there was a woodcutter. He was cutting the tree near the river. Cut. By mistake, his axe fell down into the river. The woodcutter started crying. Then fairy godmother appeared from the water and asked, "Why are you crying, my child?" Then woodcutter answered her, "My axe fell down into the river." The fairy godmother dived into the water and she took out the golden axe. Then fairy godmother asked, "Is this my child?" Then woodcutter answered, "No, it is not mine." The fairy godmother dived into the water and she took out the silver axe. Then fairy godmother asked, "Is this my child?" Then woodcutter answered, "No, it is not mine." Then fairy godmother dived into the water and she took out the iron axe. The woodcutter started jumping. Yes, it is mine. The fairy godmother gifted all the 3 eggs to the woodcutter. Woodcutter was very happy and he went away happy. Moral of the story is always speak the truth. Thank you. Good morning everyone. My name is Prakruti. I study in UKGB Carnation. Today I am going to narrate the story of The Honest Woodcutter. Let's start. Once there was a woodcutter. One day he was cutting the tree near the river. While cutting the tree, his axe fell down into the river. The woodcutter started crying. A fairy godmother appeared from the water and asked, "Why are you crying, my child?" The woodcutter replied, My axe has fallen down into the water." The fairy godmother dived into the water and took out the golden axe and asked, "Is this my child?" The woodcutter replied, "No, it is not mine." Fairy godmother dived into the water again, and this time she took out the silver axe and asked, "Is this my child?" The woodcutter said, "No, it is not mine." The fairy godmother dived into the water again, and this time she took out the iron axe and asked. The woodcutter started jumping with joy and said, "Yes, it is mine." The fairy godmother was very pleased with his honesty. So she gifted all the 3 eggs to the woodcutter and disappeared. So, moral of the story is always speak the truth. Honesty is the best policy. Thank you. Principal man, teachers and my dear friends. A wonderful morning to all of you. I am Anvi Sharma from UKGB. Today I am going to narrate the story of the Honest Woodcutter. Once there was a woodcutter. One day he was cutting the tree near the river. While cutting the tree, his axe fell down into the river. He started crying. A fairy godmother appeared from the water and asked, "Why are you crying, my child?" Then he replied, "My eggs has fallen down into the river." The fairy godmother dived into the water and took out the golden eggs and asked, "Is this yours, my child?" The woodcutter replied, "No, it is not mine." Then the fairy godmother dived into the water again. This time she took out the silver eggs and asked, "Is this yours, my child?" The woodcutter replied, "No, it is not mine." The fairy godmother dived into the water again, and this time she took out the iron eggs. The woodcutter started jumping with joy and said, "Yes, it is mine." The fairy godmother was really pleased with his honesty, so she gifted all the 3 eggs to the woodcutter and disappeared. Moral of the story is, honesty is the best policy, or always